Hey guys, this is Horde from Immoral Thieves, and today we're going to look at how to lure a clan castle. So this particular village, I'm just going to walk you through some of the thought process of how to analyze the base for the clan castle lure and what we're going to try to accomplish. So at first glance, this looks actually fairly difficult to lure. You need to get your troops, of course, into the clan castle circle in order to lure them out. And there are no easy ways to get a troop within that circle without first destroying some of the defenses. So what does that mean? It really means you're going to spend some camp space in order to get the troops out. You need to determine whether or not that's worth it for whatever attack strategy you're using. For the particular attack on this base, it was a hog attack, and of course you need to lure every single one of those troops out and kill them in order for your raid to be successful. So, a couple other considerations are if you're going after a defense, are there air traps, are there bombs nearby, spring traps, how might that possibly affect the amount of troops that you may need to bring in to compensate if any of those things happen. Um, are there other objectives that perhaps you want to accomplish in addition to the lure? So, as I said before, this one's pretty difficult to do without destroying a defense. So, the amount of troops dedicated to getting the clan castle lured are going to be greater. However, depending on what you're doing, that may be okay, and be getting rid of some of the defenses now in advance of your main attack may actually be beneficial, and the cost of doing the lure then becomes not as great as you might think. So you also need to think about what's inside the clan castle. So, you know, is there a balloon inside the clan castle? That's actually somewhat common in wars these days. If you use balloons to lure, that balloon's not going to come out, and that could possibly affect you during your raid. So you just want to keep that in the back of your mind and maybe send a ground troop in if you really want to get that potential out. For this particular raid, it happened to be a cleanup attack, so it was known what was inside. Uh, the next step is to try to analyze where do you take the clan castle troops once you've lured them out. So a quick glance at this base, pinning an archer over here in this corner might be beneficial because that builder's hut there isn't guarded by any defenses. Yeah, everything is well out of the range of the builder's hut. So you could safely put an archer there. All of the enemy clan castle troops would head to that corner, and you could dispense of them there. However, this particular raid, I didn't want that. I wanted to start my main attack and use the troops that I kill the clan castle troops with as part of my main attack. So I wanted everything to come from this west corner. As you can see, all of these buildings they're all defended here. So there's really not a great option for just pinning an archer down. So in that case, we actually ended up using a barbarian, and we'll go ahead and start that in a second. And since it was a cleanup, I also knew that there was a spring trap in these places and some bombs. So the hope was, okay, I'm going to send a few hogs on the mortar and the cannon to take those out, and then they're going to travel to these two archer towers, and hopefully maybe they'll go over those traps. And since those archer towers are well within the circle, the clan castle troops will come out and everything will be good. So let's go ahead and watch. Okay, there comes a few hogs down on each of the 2 defenses. They're taking those down. They're jumping over the wall there. They're well within the circle, and there's all the troops out. So I can tell they're all out because, number one, since I knew what was inside, the witch is the last one to come out. So if there's a witch in there, it's typically going to be the last or one of the last troops to come out of the clan castle. So now step 1 is accomplished. Destroy the defenses and get the clan castle troops all to come out of the clan castle. Step 2 is to draw them to this east area. So there goes a barbarian, and you can see all the clan castle troops are traveling towards them. It got killed, so lay down another one. And it got killed. So at this point, the troops were bunched up enough for this type of a kill strategy that was being executed, which is to use 2 witches, 2 barbarians, and some wizards. So you can actually, as a Town Hall 9, take in your clan castle 2 witches, 2 barbarians, and a wizard. It makes it very, very easy to just lay your clan castle down in advance of the enemy clan castle troops and dispense of them with perhaps a couple additional wizard and your archer queen helping out. So we'll go ahead and play this, and you'll see. While I didn't have it inside of a clan castle, I laid the troops down on my own in such a manner that essentially would be how they would come out of the clan castle, or close enough. So the reason for those barbarians there is it gets all of the enemy troops to engage the barbarians instead of the witches, which were then laid down behind them. You want to be careful if you're doing this on your own, or even deploying from the clan castle, that you deploy far enough away so that the witches don't get locked onto and die before they can even generate skeletons. Okay, so they're generating their skeletons. The archer queen was dropped down, and there's 3 wizards. So wizard in the center and a wizard each flanking all of the enemy skeletons and clan castle troops. And really that's all that was needed in this particular configuration to dispense of all of these clan castle troops. So that's about it. And there's the clan castle troops all dead. Some other strategies I've seen used, you can drop some sort of defense troop, like a golem or a giant or something of that nature, and it will distract the enemy clan castle troops away and follow those other types of troops. And meanwhile, you can use your kill squad to go ahead and dispense of them. Now, it has some drawbacks, of course, of your golem or your giant or whatever taking damage from the clan castle. So you really want to consider whether that's what you want or whether it's worth it in the particular base you're attacking. Anyhow, that is really the basics of how to lure and destroy the enemy clan castle. Definitely want to consider using the 2 witch, 2 barb, and wizard variation, because it's useful in a lot of attacks. Can pretty much deal with just about whatever comes out of the clan castle. Anyhow, that's all I got for today. Got any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave them. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. We'll look forward to doing a couple more how-tos, and catch you later. Cheers.